Well, hey, happy Sunday, and welcome to Dave's After Hours Trivia Club, broadcasting live from the cozy corners of Curiosity Central here in the beautiful upstate of South Carolina. This is where you need to grab your favorite drink, find a comfy spot, settle in. Tonight isn't just about trivia, it's about curiosity, memory, and the thrill of discovering something you didn't know you already knew. We like to mix things up with a dash of fun, a pinch of nostalgia, and just enough mystery to keep you guessing. We do usually go live Sundays with this After Hours Trivia Club. And also, we will be relaunching our Wednesday Curiosity Corner variety show very soon. So watch for that in the next couple of weeks. Always at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So mark your calendars and don't be a stranger. While our robots do the painting, I'll be serving up the clues. And you will be doing the guessing in the chat. Tonight's categories. First, we will rank the top 20 Matt Damon movies. Then we will uncover the 20 longest running TV shows in history. And finally, we will discover the top 20 greatest inventors of all time. And hey, don't forget to visit davidhansonart.com to snag some of the art from tonight's show. Every piece tells a story, and now some of them can hang on your wall. They also have lots of merch. Now do say hi in the chat. Throw out your wild. This is where you'll be throwing out your guesses. Or you can just hang out in the back if you'd rather. Now let's check out. Hey, we got all kinds of people in the house. King's in the house. Doctor's in the house. Arena's here. The early birds have arrived. Well, let's let no grass grow and let's cue up our first round. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody good? Let's fire it up. Good. Okay. This is where I say, you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess. And I am the one that tries to confuse you with some clues along the way. Now, we are going to be looking at the top 20 Matt Damon movies. Now, I bet you know what? I think I might have gotten every one of these. So, good luck. Number 20. Now, this sports fantasy mixes golf with a touch of mysticism. Usually doesn't go together. David plays a troubled golfer haunted by World War I trauma. His character is guided by a mysterious caddy played by Will Smith. The film is directed by Robert Redford. Close, Doctor. Very close. Is that like Dirk Diggler? Kind of like Dirk Diggler? Oh, and King comes in with the full correct answer. Yes. Do you guys remember what year this was by chance? Pretty good, but I don't know. I'm a golfer, so I kind of like the movie. Now, supposedly Damon did lose 30 pounds to prepare for this role. He said he put it all back on eating fried chicken. This is indeed, you're correct, The Legend of Bagger Vance. And very close to years 2000. Robert Redford directing. There you go. All right. I remember seeing this one. Number 19. This family drama was inspired by a true story. Damon plays a widowed father starting over with his kids. His new home comes with hundreds of animals. It's Cameron. Cameron Crowe is the. I guess he's the director. Yeah, King's got it. That's correct. Now, you remember his co-star? Who's his co-star? The real zoo featured in the story is in Devon, England. Did you know that? But the movie moved it to California. So in the movie, it was in California. But in real life, they were in Devon, England. And ScarJo is correct. Very good. ScarJo will be featured next Sunday. So keep that in mind. We will be doing the top 20 Scarlett Johansson movies. We bought a zoo is correct. We bought a zoo. There you go. All right, well, that's cool. King's been there. Very good. We bought a zoo. That's quite a quirky movie. Number 18. Now, talk about quirky movie. This quirky sci-fi begins with a scientific breakthrough. David's character undergoes the procedure to live in a miniature world. The movie explores class, consumerism, and environmental collapse, all at one time. You guys remember this one? Kristen Wiig and Christopher Waltz appear alongside him. Yeah, correct. Do you ever see this movie? I remember seeing it and going, whoa, that was weird. So it's to save money, right? They are downsizing to save money. Alexander Payne, I guess, is the director. Damon called the film the weirdest career choice he'd ever made up to that point. Just shaving like that, his whole body would be enough. Downsizing. Hey, Metco, what's going on? Hang on to... Oh, Metco. What do you think number 17 is, Metco? We have a clairvoyant in the game. A clairvoyant. This dystopian sci-fi was directed by the creator of District 9. Earth is a polluted wasteland while the rich live in a space station. I kind of like this thing. I don't know. I've watched it. I know I've watched it at least a couple times. Yes. I know. That was weird, huh? Good job. David plays an ex-con who undergoes cybernetic enhancement. That's right. He does get a little enhancement. He's got a little exo outfit on there too. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I do some shorts that have some shots of these things, but they're not in the same order. So I don't think he got it that way. I think he's clairvoyant. Metco. It's the futuristic thriller Elysium. Damon trained with Navy SEALs to prepare for the combat-heavy role. There he is, looking like a Navy SEAL. All right, well, that was kind of uncanny. Who's got this one? Based on a John Grisham novel, this was one of Damon's breakout films. He plays a young, idealistic lawyer taking on an insurance giant. Danny DeVito co-stars as his scrappy mentor. Now we're going to look for both the film and the director. Anybody know? Anybody remember this one? John Grisham novel. John Grisham novel. I definitely listened to the book on tape. But I'm not sure I saw the movie. I probably did. Damon landed this role the same year as Good Will Hunting, cementing his status as a Hollywood's new star. Now, does anybody remember? One of Damon's breakout films. He plays a young, idealistic lawyer taking on an insurance giant. You guys remember this? No. Called The Rainmaker. Oh, there it is. King's got it. Rainmaker, 1997. Way back in the day when he was a young man. All right, number 15. Here we go. Now, this film blends romance with sci-fi destiny. Damon plays a rising politician who meets a mysterious woman. Love those mysterious women. Their love story clashes with shadowy men in hats, controlling fate. Notice I don't have my hat tonight. So I'm not as shadowy. I'm going to ask you to guess the name of the movie and his co-star. The movie is loosely based on a Philip K. Dick short story. I don't know if you remember Philip K. Dick, but he's the kind of like detective mystery other guy. Yeah, he knows. That's correct. The Adjustment Bureau is correct. The Adjustment Bureau, 2011. 2011. Now, who's the co-star? Anybody know? Looks just like them. These are based on actual photographs. The Indigestion Agency. Yes. Correct. Yeah, King knows. Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt. Yep, she's one of the hotties. Hotties. All right, everybody's gonna know this one. This racing drama pits American ingenuity against European dominance. Damon plays Carroll Shelby, a legendary car designer. Yeah, there you go. That's an interesting title for this movie, right, King? And yeah, Doctor knows as well. Ford versus Ferrari is correct. Very good. Together, they take on Ferrari at Le Mans in 1966. Yeah, I liked it. Did you guys like it? You guys saw it? Christian Bale. Do you remember Christian Bale's character's name by any chance? We know that Matt Damon was Carroll Shelby. Do you remember the name of Christian Bale's character, perhaps? Metcalf. Oh, Metcalf, you got that one and you were just throwing out names. You know, Miles Davis is close. It's Kid Miles. Very good. Kid Miles. Yeah, there you go. Okay. We're down to 13. Let's do it. This film tells the true story of a post-apartheid South Africa. For some reason, this is the only one that the AI censored on me. Some politically correct reason. David plays rugby captain Francois Pienaar. Morgan Freeman stars as Nelson Mandela. Yeah. You guys see this? I like this. This is good. He's very convincing in this role. Yeah. He looks like a South African rugby player. Rugby becomes a symbol of national unity. And who's the director? Who is the director? Probably the producer as well, but who is the director of this movie? Great movie. Invictus, 2009. Damon bulked up to 209 pounds of muscle. How tall is Matt Damon? I'm guessing, all these stars are not that tall. I don't know about Matt Damon, but I'm guessing he's like 5'10". Yeah, King knows. Clint Eastwood is correct. Very good. Invictus. All right, let's do number 12. This was a quirky movie. Talk about quirky movies. Damon takes a darker turn in this psychological thriller. He plays a poor young man desperate to join high society. His charm hides a calculating sociopath. Yes, it does. He is a charming sociopath. Yeah, King's all over these. Good job. Now, tell me the two co-stars. This is indeed the talented Mr. Ripley. Mr. Ripley. How about the co-stars and the year they made this movie? Anybody know those? Damon learned piano for the role so he could perform convincingly on screen. Method acting. Mr. Matt Damon. Doing some method. Yeah, he's intrepid Mr. Lupin. I love that movie as a kid. Gwyneth and Jude Law. King has both co-stars. And very close. 1999. I'm going to party like it's 1999. And we're going to do number 11. Now we're doing Matt Damon movies. Top 20 Matt Damon movies. This war drama gave Damon one of his earliest gritty roles. He plays a traumatized soldier haunted by guilt. To prepare, he lost 40 pounds through a crash diet. So he's up 40, he's down 40. That's an 80-pound swing. Now I'm going to ask you to remember his co-star in this as well. Damon's extreme weight loss left him with lasting health issues. He later needed medical treatment to recover. This is very early. This is 1996. Obviously, he looks pretty young here. Not Saving Private Ryan. It is not. I'm going to give you the co-star that may help. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington stars as the investigating officer. So that kind of like a mission went wrong and there's an investigation. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Courage Under Fire, 1996. His weight loss caused him some problems. There you go. Okay, another military one. Number 10. Top 10 Matt Damon movies. Top 10. This one's set during the Iraq War. This film follows U.S. forces searching for weapons of mass destruction. We were searching. Damon plays an officer delusioned by the mission. That probably wasn't too hard. This is directed by Paul Greengrass. It echoes other collaborations. This is 2010, if that helps. The film mixes action with political commentary. The Iraq War, searching for mass destruction, mixes action with political commentary. Damon plays an officer disillusioned by the mission. Remember this one? I don't think it was very successful. Damon described it as Jason Bourne goes to Iraq. Yeah, there you go, King. You know. Yeah, I don't think it did that well at the box office. Green Zone, but it's number 10 on the top 10 list according to the robots. There you go. All right, now this one was kind of interesting. This, in the same vein, kind of, this geopolitical thriller explores the global oil industry. Damon plays an energy analyst entangled in corruption. The film uses multiple intersecting storylines. Yeah, well, you know, King, it didn't do very well. The Green Zone did not do very well. George Clooney won an Oscar for a supporting role in this movie. Oh, there you go, King. Very good. Very good. This is Syriana. Am I saying that right? Syriana. Syriana. Damon's character was partly inspired by real-life oil consultants. 2005 was the year. Syriana. There he is. Matt, making a deal. All right. Well, we're on the top 8. Top 8 Matt Damon movies. Now, this comedy drama is based on a true story. Matt Damon plays a bumbling corporate whistleblower. His character's lies pile up until truth becomes impossible to track. This one is directed by Steven Soderbergh. Well, that will make it confusing. He always makes things that are hard to understand. It mixes absurd humor with serious themes. Sounds like a bad mix. Oh. I do remember this though. It's okay. You are correct. It is The Informant. 2009. Once again, Damon gained 30 pounds and wore a goofy mustache for the role. You mean he didn't grow that? I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I thought he grew that mustache. The Informant is correct. All right, top 7. Top 7. Here we go. Now, you got to get the exact correct answer on this, because there's more than one of these. This stylish sequel reunites the heist crew from Las Vegas. Damon plays Linus Caldwell, the rookie eager to prove himself. His awkward attempts to provide comic relief. That's right. Gotta remember that. Oh, very good, King. You even got the right one. Now, who are some of the co-stars? Anybody know any of the co-stars? This is Ocean 12. You are correct. Damon's mother disliked Ocean's 11, but told him she loved Ocean's 12. So there you go. Didn't like Ocean's 11, but she liked 12. There you go. There you go. There you go. George Clooney, of course. Brad Pitt. Julia Roberts. I'm not sure Bruce is Bruce in it? Not sure about that. There you go. Ocean's 12. Okay, once again, we got to get the exact correct answer on this. The trilogy wraps with another elaborate con. That should be all you need. Damon's Linus grows into a bigger role. In this scheme, the film features Al Pacino as the ruthless casino mogul. It marks Steven Soderbergh's last Ocean directing turn. Damon wore a prosthetic nose in several scenes to play his character in disguise. So, the trilogy wraps with another elaborate con. So this is the third one. So, that help? You know, this is all the way back to 2007. I don't know if you knew that was that long ago. Yes, of course, King. Ocean's 13 is correct. Of course, you know, that picture's kind of generic. It could have been any of them, I suppose. Although David's another year old. All right, let's do the top 5. Top 5 Matt Damon movies. And yet once again you have to get it correct. Exactly correct. Now this is the first reboot of a Rat Pack classic that became a modern hit. Damon's character joins a team planning the ultimate casino heist. Now I know these are in a different order, but it's because we're doing a countdown, right? So this one they consider, the robots think this one's the best. He plays the young con man, learning from Clooney and Pitt as veterans. Its slick style and ensemble cast redefine the heist movie. That was the first one. You are correct. Now, does anybody know what year they brought back this? Remember, this is a remake from the old Rat Pack classic. And what year did they make this? Anybody know? Damon originally turned down the role, which nearly went to 2001. Yeah, King's got it. Does anybody know who originally was going to play his role? Kind of interesting. Kind of looks like him a little bit. Marky Mark. Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. All right. Top 4. Good movies. All good movies, obviously. This gritty crime thriller is set in Boston. Damon plays a corrupt cop secretly working for the mob. Leo stars as his undercover opposite. Undercover opposite. Now, this movie won Best Picture at the Oscars. King's correct. Now, does anybody know the director for this film? The director. The Departed is correct. 2006. Damon leaned into his Boston roots, making his accent one of the film's most authentic. Well, yeah, I don't know. Was Matt Damon from Boston? I know that him and Affleck kind of. I don't know if they just went to school there or whether they're from there. You can do a Boston accent. And yes, Martin Scorsese is correct, the director. Very good. The Departed, one of the good movies, right? Best Picture at the Oscars. There he is. Kind of looks the same in the Ocean movies. Yeah, looks like Mark Wahlberg. All right, top 3. Here we go. Now, this was truly his breakout role, and this changed Damon's life forever. He co-wrote the screenplay with... The film tells the story of a janitor who is secretly a math genius. Somebody else won an Oscar for his supporting role. All right, you guys know this one. So, the movie is Good Will Hunting. Now, I kind of said who wrote the screenplay with him and who won an Oscar for his supporting role. Anybody know? Yeah, that's right, King. That's right. And then, of course, Ben Affleck is correct, Doctor. Damon and Affleck famously acted out scenes at auditions, tricking casting agents into believing the script was already greenlit. That sounds interesting. They do the inside game, no doubt. All the way back in 1997, Good Will Hunting launched Damon's career. There we go. All right, top 2. This one's a little dark, in my opinion. Damon spent much of this film stranded and alone. He plays an astronaut left behind on Mars. His character survives by growing potatoes in, the robots say, in Martian soil. But that's not the only thing he was growing the potatoes in. Correct. You guys know it. It's The Martian. And who is the director of The Martian? Anybody remember? We've certainly visited him before. NASA praised the film for its realistic depiction of problem solving under pressure. Under pressure. There he is. Yeah, I had a hard time kind of watching this one because I don't know, somehow I related to being left on Mars alone. I don't know what that says. I'm not sure what that means. I think that means something. Who's Jerry Lewis? This was Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott, of course. Director. Ridley Scott. There you go. I guess it's not a normal Ridley Scott one, but anyway. All right, number 1. Guess what it is? We all know already. This spy thriller redefined Damon as an action star. Yes, it did. Oh, a man with amnesia and deadly skills. It was trippy when you first saw this, right? Very trippy. The film spawned a blockbuster franchise. Yeah, very good. Its gritty, grounded style changed modern action movies. It did. It was awesome. Still is awesome. The Bourne Identity. Bourne Identity. I bet nobody can name his co-star, though, the European gal. I don't know. I don't have it written down here. What was her name? I can't remember. The actress. Or just the character's name. Don't remember that either. David did 95% of his own stunts, including underwater fight scenes, training months to transform into Jason Bourne. 2002. There you go, we did it. We completed the Matt Damon movies. Very good. You guys got them all, I think. Did you get them all? I think you got them all. There you go. Bourne. I'm waiting for the next one. Is it coming? Are they filming another one? I'm not sure. All right, now I'm not going to make you work on this intermission. We're going to play something I've just developed this week with the new. I don't know if you guys have heard of Sora 2. Sora 2. It's the new video generation platform by OpenAI. Anyway, I played around with that, and I'm going to play you a little 2.5 minute short, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
Here we go. Whoa, look at that. It's spinning me back through time. Colors feels like credible. See you on the other side.
Can I get a latte?
A what?
Latte, coffee, with milk, maybe oat?
One moment. Here, best red from Falernum.
That's definitely not coffee.
Morning wine, you'll like it.
Sure, why not? Ancient Rome.
It was 3 copper, sir.
Great.
Credit or debit? What sorcery is this slab?
Just tap. It'll go through.
We take coin, not whatever that is.
All right, here.
There we are.
For liberty and the future of this nation, I set my hand. May history judge us justly.
Magnificent ship. All right, fellas, you ready for some Earth humor? Why don't aliens ever eat clowns? Because they taste funny. Get it? Taste funny.
Here we go. Whoa, look at that. It's spinning me back through time. Feels like I'm flying. All these colors. This is incredible. See you on the other side.
Well, this isn't exactly the lab, but it'll do. Let's start with the frame. 2 posts here, crossbeam there. See how it keeps the roof up? Simple, strong. We'll add a doorway here and
2 more tiers to go. If we bend the ramp here, it'll keep the angle gentle enough for the sleds. Good. Keep them moving. The sun's only getting hotter. We'll
Like I've got you cornered, old timer. You think so? Not so fast!
stay down. I should have stayed in the saloon.
Hold fast. The deck's alive. Steady now. Let's see where the squall's driving us. Reef the mainsail. All hands to the lines. Move. Currents are wrong. We head northeast.
Look at those towers. Are these blueprints? They're just hanging here. Incredible.
All right, let's see where this takes us. Here we go. Incredible. I could ride this forever.
Whoa, what's happening? Where am I? And what am I wearing? This looks like a mission. The ground, it's moving. Earthquake, we have to get outside. Lord, help us.
Whoa. Greetings, traveler. Socrates. Let's give this column a little lift. That should hold.
Mark the ridgeline here. Shift the gun team to the hollow.
Enemy armor grid 4219. Adjust fire.
Orders walking up the road, 200
Hold them here
out.
10 minutes, then swing through the draw.
Copy. Waiting on your go.
These arrows are the route. Get it to second platoon.
Ouch. That's not safe. Good thing I brought this. Proposed standards? Yeah, they could use these. Not approved.
A city on the moon. Imagine that. All these colors. Time for happy hour.
All righty. What do you guys think? Yes. Thank you. So the Sora 2, one of its features is you could do this cameo mode that they talk about. So if you're willing to, you could share your likeness on the application. And so I've come up with this idea to do the time travel thing and put myself back into all these different things. So good. I'm glad you liked it. So look for a few more of those. Maybe we can make a game out of it somehow. I don't know. We'll see. I'm glad you guys endured that. Thank you. All right, let's do round 2. Okay, you know the rules. Robot paint. You guess. And I do give some clues that this time might be helpful. Now, this is going to be the top 20 longest running TV shows in history. And this is both US and UK. Both US and UK. So we're going to need some little UK help. We'll start with number 20. One of our favorites on the show. Top 20 longest running TV shows. This show began in the swinging 60s, just a day after JFK's assassination. Its lead character doesn't die. He regenerates. The main character travels in a blue police box that's bigger on the inside. The main character travels. Oh, I already said that. It introduced villains like Daleks, Cybermen, and Weeping Angels. Meet those Weeping Angels. Yes, it is you. You are correct, Doctor. He's become a favorite on the show. He seems to, the Doctor Who seems to show up on all our lists. I don't know what it is. With Time Lords and sonic screwdrivers, it's the crown jewel of British sci-fi. The TARDIS sound effect was made by scraping a house key along piano wires. Well, that sounds a little rough. Supposedly this made 2 runs, right? 63 to 89, and then started again in 2005 until present. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Okay, they're gonna get harder. Now, I remember watching this when I was a teenager after school. Maybe it was my mom watching, I can't remember. This soap has been on TV so long that its original fans might now be great-grandparents. Almost. I'm a grandparent. Great-grandparents is coming. I just had my first grandchild graduate from high school, so there you go. Hey, Doctor. Its opening narration mentions the sands through an hourglass. There you go. This was kind of a symbolic move. Favorite storylines have included demonic possession, amnesia. Of course, every soap opera has amnesia. And then Back from the Dead resurrections. Okay, who knows the town that Days of Our Lives is set in? Does anybody know that? It is NBC daytime soap opera juggernaut. Began in 1965. Hey, anybody remember? What was the name of the town that the whole show set in? 65 when this one started. Salem. Does that sound familiar? Anyway. Here and there. All right, you're going to know this one. This show was born from the idea that kids could learn letters and numbers while laughing. It mixes puppetry, animation, and live actors. It does mix them, doesn't it? All right, who knows the year that you are correct? It is Sesame Street. Sesame Street. Anybody know the year? How about some of the names of the characters? You guys know the names of the characters? Sesame Street has won over 200 Emmy Awards, more than any other TV show in history. Yeah, Salem. I think it is. I think they do mean the Salem, New York. Yeah. Although there's a lot of Salems. We even have a Salem in upstate South Carolina. But it's not the Salem from the show. No. Yeah, Grover. Sure. Grover's in there. How about the name of the puppets in general? Big Bird, Ernie, Cookie Monster, Elmo. Thank you, Elvis. Elvis knows. Oscar. How about Count Von Count? 1969. All right. Been around for a while. Now, I think you know this one. I am going to ask you to guess the year on this one, too. Contestants are called down from the audience. Come on down. You're the next contestant. I think I could do it. What do you guys think? Could I do this show? I think I could. Doctor, come on down. You're the next contestant on... Not the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. The price is wrong, bitch. No, that's not it. The price is right. The price is right. 68 is a good guess. It is 1972. Plinko Showcase Showdown and Spinning a Big Wheel are central traditions. Who's the host that I've got shown here? There's been several hosts. Who's this host? Famously reminding viewers to spay and neuter their pets. I don't remember that part. Anybody remember the host? Yeah, of course, Elvis. You are correct, it is Bob Barker. Famous for his cameo on the Adam Sandler movie. All right, Happy Gilmore. Number 16. Its first season featured several people who I'm not going to tell you. I want you to guess the people. Guess the people that are in this picture. Guest hosts and musical acts change every week. I think we all know this one. Its opening catchphrase is, live from New York, it's... Yes. But they don't say, live from New York, it's SNL. They don't say that. Who knows the first guest host? Who knows the characters are the people in this scene, in this picture? And what's your favorite skits? What are your favorite skits from back in the day? I want to go back to the beginning, first decade. George Carlin is correct on the first host. That's correct. Favorite skits? In the picture, of course, Chevy Chase, John Belushi, Gilda Radner, et al. Yes. And Coneheads, Wayne and Garth, and Stefan. All right. All right. So this is a different picture of this one. Contestants spin a giant, colorful wheel to win prizes. The game involves guessing letters to solve word puzzles. Now this picture actually is the newer host, but with the same sidekick. So I don't know, maybe you can name the host and the gal. Yes, you're correct. Dr. Elvis King, Wheel of Fortune. Creepy! What's going on, Erwin? Yeah, I'm glad you tell me that every time. Because, Creepy Pig's hard to remember Erwin. Yeah, so Pat Sajak and Vanna White should have been depicted, although this is not Pat Sajak. Who's this? This is the newer host. I don't even think he hosted that long, actually. All right. Ryan Seacrest. Correct, Creepy. All right, everybody knows this one. We should just skip it. This animated family first appeared in shorts on the Tracy Ullman Show. Did you know that? First appeared as shorts. They live in a town called Springfield with a nuclear power plant looming nearby. You know, I have a nuclear power plant not too far from me. The dad loves donuts. It is, yeah, Tracy Ullman Show. Yes, yeah, okay, very good. Lots of characters. How about the year that it first became a series? Everybody remember that? The cast includes Mo, Apu, Krusty the Clown. He's my favorite. I don't know if that's everybody's favorite, but Krusty the Clown's my personal favorite. It's the longest running scripted primetime series in American history. There you go. Santa's Little Helper. Yeah, that's a good character. And yeah, you're correct. 1989. You knew that one. Very good. Simpsons. Very good. The show's creators made the characters yellow so everybody would always recognize them. All right, now this one's interesting. Let's see if you can get it from the picture. This show popularized reality TV long before reality TV was a thing. Each episode followed police officers during patrols and arrests. Its handheld camera style made it feel raw and gritty. And its theme show. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if you were trying to type that, Doctor, but Creepy's got it. What's the name of the theme song? You guys remember the theme song? Can you sing it for me? It's a reality law enforcement show that originally aired on Fox over 30 years ago. Bad boys. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. Oh, I'm not carrying a tune very well there. Bad boys. The crew once accidentally filmed the arrest of someone who turned out to be related to one of their cameramen. Little side note. Yeah, 30 years. Cops. Can you believe that? 30 years ago. 1989. 1989. Wow. Okay. Number 12. Another one that's had 2 stints. Each episode begins with the iconic dun-dun. Dun-dun. Sound effect. It's split into 2 halves. The police investigation and the courtroom trial. There you go. Doctor! Its cast here included Jerry Orbach, Sam Waterston. It has spun off multiple shows, including SVU, which surpassed its run. There you go. SVU's actually run longer. It's the original procedural drama. Love those procedurals. That set the gold standard for crime TV. Gold standard. The dun-dun sound was created by combining a gavel, a jail door slamming, and a piano reverb. Oh, that's good to know. Hated that show. Hated it. I didn't watch much of it either. My wife loved it, but there you go. Girls. All right, number 11. Now, I have no idea what this is. So it's supposed to be a British thing. Not sure. Maybe not. This soap is set in the fictional seaside town of Summer Bay. It has been a launch pad for many famous Australian actors. Maybe it's an Australian show. Among its alums are, I'll let you guess that. Not the EastEnders. The show is Australia's second longest running soap after something called Neighbours. Neighbours is number 1 in Australia, and this is number 2. Oh, good, King. Good guess. Not Neighbours. This is the second. It's the iconic Aussie drama that's been airing since 1988. When the show first aired in the UK, it pulled in 14 million viewers. So they did show it in the UK. Yeah, you're correct. Remember any of the stars that graduated from Home and Away, making it more popular abroad than at home. So the UK loved it. How about Chris Hemsworth, Isla Fisher, and Naomi Watts? Woo-hoo. All started on that show. There you go. Okay, top 10. Here we go. Let's stick across the pond here. Now, this series first aired in the early 1960s and hasn't slowed down since. Still running. It's set in a fictional working class neighborhood in northern England. Is that known as Scotland? Or not that far north. Pubs, corner shops, and cobbled streets are central to its setting. It has featured more weddings, funerals, and scandals than most towns can ever handle. Peaky Blinders, I like that answer. But that's incorrect. Repeat. Incorrect. King has it. King knows. It's the Guinness World Record holder for the longest running scripted soap opera. Way to throw them out, though, Ricky. Doing good. King knows it's Coronation Street. Coronation Street, 1960. Queen Elizabeth II visited the set in 1982. And again, nearly 40 years later. There you go. Oh, it's filmed in your city. Well, you should know that. I think everybody will know this one. So contestants must answer in the form of a question. Now this guy started this show in 1984. So it's run from 1984 till the present. But it also made a previous run. It has created champions like Ken Jennings. Not the Ken Jennings on CNN though. Different guy. And James Holzhauer. Its most beloved host is featured here. He helmed the show for 36 years. It's America's brainy quiz show institution. Yes, okay. Looks like everybody's got it. Dogger, creepy. That's right, Alex Trebek. The clue board is filled with categories ranging from literature to pop culture. The famous Think music was written in under a minute by creator Merv Griffin as a lullaby to his son. There's a bit of trivia for you. Now, mark that down. The famous Think music from Jeopardy was written in under a minute by the creator Merv Griffin, and I remember him, as a lullaby for his son. There you go. These are the longest running TV shows. And we're down to number 8. Number 8. This British soap is set in a fictional London borough. We're staying in the UK. So they must like to run their shows a long time. But the moral to the story is they love their shows. The local pub, the Queen Vic, is its most famous hangout. Sounds cool. The Queen Vic. Let's all go down to the Queen Vic. Dramatic cliffhangers and family feuds keep fans hooked. Family feuds. The show once pulled in 30 million viewers for Christmas Day episode. And yeah, Doctor actually beat King to that one. You were soaking that EastEnders, Doctor, and you got it. It's the BBC's gritty soap opera set in Walford. I probably don't pronounce that correctly. The show's theme music is so iconic it was once released as a pop single and a hit on the UK charts. Is that true? Theme music is a hit on the UK charts. EastEnders, 1985 until the present. All right. We got another UK one. So they like their shows to run for a while. Number 7. Originally called Something Farm, this soap began as a tale of rural life. It has aired more than 9,000 episodes. 9,000 episodes. Its setting is a fictional village in Yorkshire. Over time, it shifted from cozy farm life to high drama, affairs, gotta have some affairs, and disasters. There you go. There you go, King. Emmerdale. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hopefully. Hope I'm close. Ballpark. In 1993, a plane crash storyline boosted ratings to record highs, making it one of the most shocking soap moments ever. Who knows the year this series started? Emmerdale. Anybody know? Going once, going twice. Because we're coming back to the United States now. 72, very close. Very close. All right. US. And this is actually the oldest one, but it doesn't still run. So it's not the most years. But this was the oldest series that started. I didn't know they had TV back then. Oh, this series began not on television, but on the radio. So they're counting the radio years. It transitioned to TV in 1952 and ran until 2009. The show stopped in 2009. Its storyline stretched across 4 generations of families. It holds the record for the longest running scripted drama across any medium. It is the soap opera with an astonishing 72-year run. Oh my gosh. No creepy, but hang on to that one. Doctor, very good. Can you believe 1937? This show started on radio. The guiding light. The original guiding light referred to a minister's lamp, which gave advice and moral comfort to parishioners. The guiding light. All right. Number 5. A lot of soap operas in here. This daytime drama premiered the same year as Doctor Who. Doctor? Its fictional setting is the city of Port Charles. Famous storylines have included, this is the one I remember, from I think when I was a teenager after school. Luke and Laura's wedding, watched by 30 million viewers. Watch Luke and Laura's wedding. They're very good, Doctor. You guys remember Luke and Laura? By chance? It's the longest running American soap still in production. Still going. Started in 63. General Hospital is correct. With decades of drama, romance, and medical crisis, it's General Hospital. Who can remember the American pop star who started on General Hospital? Anybody remember him? Anybody know who I'm talking about? A pop star started as a star on General Hospital. Elizabeth Taylor guest starred in 1981 because she was such a fan. And she wanted to be in Luke and Laura's wedding. Rick Springfield. Very good. Okay, let's go down to number 4. All right. This might be a little hard picture to get this one. This ran from 68 to 2012. Is not still running. 2012. This show centered around the fictional town of Landview, Pennsylvania. It broke ground by featuring interracial relationships, LGBTQ plus characters early on. I think just probably LGBT. Its stories often revolve around the wealthy Lord family and the working class Woollicks. The Lords and the Woollicks. It ran for 44 years on ABC. Yeah, Doctor. Oh, no, that's not it. It's not All My Children. It's not that one. It's the other one. No, it's not All My Children. The show briefly returned as an online revival in 2013 before being canceled again. This is the Lords and the Woollicks. Yeah, I think it was back to back with All My Children. I think All My Children was up first, and then this one was on. One Life to Live. One Life to Live. Anybody heard of that before? Robots liked it. No. I think it's because of its length. All right, this one's cool. Number 3. Number 3 with a bullet. This series started as a radio drama before moving to television. But it moved to television in 1955. It starred James Arness as Marshal Matt Dillon. The fictional town of Dodge City was its backdrop. Fictional town? Well, Dodge City was a real town. I don't know what they're talking about. At the time, it became the longest running primetime drama in U.S. history. So at the time. Yeah, prepare. Ran from 55 till 75. John Wayne himself recommended James Arness for the role of Dillon. That's James Arness there. I don't remember the other. Do you remember any of the other characters? Kitty is that? I think her name was Kitty. Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke is correct. Very good. Everybody got it. Okay, top 2. Top 2. Now this one, number 2 is one of my favorites. It actually began in the 1950s as late night television was just getting invented. Hosts have included the guy that's shown here, Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien, and Jimmy Fallon now. But who were the first 2 hosts before Johnny Carson? before Johnny Carson. And what's the name of the show? All right, that is the name of the show. Obviously, Jimmy Fallon is the current host. Who were the first two hosts? Anybody remember that? And what year did this show first air on television? It's the longest running late night talk show in the world. It's where countless comedians got their first big break. Steve Allen is the very first one, and then yes, Doctor, you're correct. Jack Parr was the next, and then Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson's farewell episode drew over 50 million viewers, one of the biggest TV audiences in history, anywhere, anytime. Johnny Carson. Johnny was pretty smooth, pretty dang smooth. Now this one might be surprising. I want you to guess the show and the year that it started on television. Surprising. Well, actually, this is the year it started on radio, probably. This program began right after World War II. It started on radio before transitioning to television. Probably didn't transition to television until the early 50s. Every U.S. president since Kennedy has appeared on it. There you go. You guys know it. And what's the name of the host that was one of the longest running hosts that's depicted in the picture? Who's one of the longest running hosts? It's the longest running TV shows in history, and it is called Meet the Press. It did start in 1947 and is still running today. The show's first guest was not a politician. It was James A. Farley, a former Postmaster General. Yeah, Tim Russett. Very good. You are correct. There's been a lot of hosts. We could name a lot of hosts. We'd be here all night. All right, that was the top 20 longest running television shows in history. Some surprising ones, right? Surprising. All right, did you guys miss any of those? I think you got them all, didn't you? I think you got them all. Good job. Everything's too easy tonight. We'll see if we can stump you with the adventures in there. All right, I do have a quick intermission lightning round for you. I don't know if you're into that or not, but it don't really matter because I'm going to do it anyway. So let's do a lightning round of the most dangerous sea creatures. You may remember this. Most dangerous sea creatures, lightning round. Let's see how many you can get, and I'll be back in a very short time. righty. Saltwater croc, yeah, sea urchin. That was a blue ring octopus is the deadly one. I don't know if you got all the sharks. They were great white, of course, was in there. Tiger shark was in there, and bull shark, bullnose or bull shark, yeah, bull shark. Yeah. All right, we have a third round. It is going to be something about inventors. So hang on, let me start her up. Alrighty now, you know the rules around here. Robots do the painting, you do the guessing, and I give the clues. This is going to be the top 20 greatest inventors of all time. All time. So let's see how you can do. Whatever extra facts you have would be helpful. Here we go. Number 20. This American inventor was born just after the Revolutionary War began. He worked as a tutor before turning to mechanical tinkering. His most famous creation separated seeds from cotton fiber. The machine transformed southern agriculture. But the odd thing is it actually entrenched slavery even deeper. Yeah. Dr. Yeet, you got your genders. You get your genders messed up. Hey, Creepy, see you later, man. Good to see you. Take it easy. You are correct, of course. He's remembered as the inventor of the cotton gin. Cotton gin. Eli Whitney, born in 1765 and passed in 1825. 1825. So, Eli Whitney is correct. Whitney also pioneered interchangeable parts in firearms, a cornerstone of modern manufacturing. Interchangeable parts. He was quite the clever man, Mr. Eli Whitney. He comes in at number 20. All right, let's see you get this one. Now, this gentleman began his career not in science, but as a painter. Very good. He later turned his creativity towards long-distance communication. His name is tied to dots and dashes. He co-invented a system that sent messages over wires. Dots and dashes. He co-invented the telegraph, and he invented the Morse code. Very good. You got it, Doctor. Do you remember his first name? I almost gave it away. Anybody remember Mr. Morse? Morse, first name. Of course, Morse code. That's what we're talking about here. The first telegraph message in 1844 read, "What hath God wrought?" Hey, King. Take it easy, man. See you soon. See you next Sunday for sure. We probably won't do Wednesday, but the following week we'll be back to Wednesdays too. Got to give me one more week. All right, Samuel Morris. Sebastian's close, pretty close. All right, number 18. Inventors. We're doing inventors. Now, this Italian scientist had a name that sparks electricity. He created a device using stacked metal plates and saltwater soaked cloth. And then you put your mouth on that. And you see what happens. That device produced steady electrical current for the first time. Oh, you don't want to play, huh, Doctor? you could go. You don't have to stay. I'll do it myself. His work literally gave us the term voltage. He invented the electric battery. No, close though. His work literally gave us the term voltage. Napoleon was so impressed with this guy's battery that he made him a count. He was a French guy. Alessandro Volta. Mr. Volta. All right, you're going to know the next. You're going to know number 17. Yes, Rodrigo. All right, number 17. This gentleman was born during a lightning storm in Croatia. How did they know that? He worked briefly for Thomas Edison before the two clashed. His ideas included wireless power transmission and radio. His greatest legacy is the alternating current system. Yeah, of course. Okay, now, what is the exact correct first name of Mr. Tesla? Because a lot of people get this wrong. He's a very eccentric genius. Tesla once claimed he built a death ray, though no working version was ever found. Yes, Nikki. That's correct. So, it's Nikola Tesla. Yes, you got it. Not Nikola. A lot of people say Nikola. It's Nikola. Nikola Tesla. There you go. Yes. Kind of a famous guy these days. Seems like. Everything goes back to Tesla. Something about Trump, right? There's some conspiracy theory that ties Trump to Tesla. I don't know what it is. Some time travel thing. 16. This guy's name lives on as a standard unit of power. He improved an invention that pumped water out of coal mines. His invention fueled the Industrial Revolution. So yeah, this guy was the key start to the whole Industrial Revolution. Yeah, you know. Very good. Very good. This is Mr. James Watt. You're correct. He figured out how to make steam engines vastly more efficient. He is James Watt, the perfecter of the steam engine. So maybe he didn't come up with quite the original idea, but he perfected it. Watt was so meticulous that he delayed publishing for years, fearing his rivals would steal his designs. Well, that's not so good. But he finally did. So, you know what? All ends well. How's that saying go? Everything ends well that ends well? Something like it. Cool little device, though. I think cool video, huh? Thank you, Grok, for those videos. Thank you. Grok just got a big upgrade, so look for better videos next week. Plus, we've got the Sora 2 thing. So, we got a lot of things coming our way. Number 15, you know this guy. He began his career as a chemist studying crystals. His research proved that microbes cause disease. He created vaccines for rabies and anthrax. His name lives on in the process that keeps milk safe. That's a key clue, right? His namesake keeps milk safe. He is the father of germ theory and the developer of, Yes. The developer of pasteurization. Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur. Louis. Or Louis. Pasteur's critics mocked his germ obsession until his experiments silenced them with flasks that never spoiled. Ah, interesting. Louis Pasteur, born in 1822 and passed in 1895. There he is. He's got something bubbling there. Thinking. All right, we're doing inventors. We're doing the top 20 inventors of all time. Now, these siblings ran a bicycle shop before changing history. They spent years perfecting gliders before adding engines. Their first powered flight took place in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The event lasted only 12 seconds, but it changed the world. Yes, it did. This is something else. I still can't believe we all get in those jets and fly across the country and land safely. It's still kind of amazing. Yeah. Orville and Wilbur Wright. Remember which one flew first? I can't remember. Can't remember which one flew first. I think Wilbur was the older one. I don't know if that meant he flew first or last. Their historic flight distance of only 120 feet was shorter than the wingspan of today's 747. So there you go. It is kind of weird, right? That we all get in those planes that we fly across the country. I don't know how many there are every day. Thousands every day. Orville flew first. Okay. Yeah, he was the younger one, so the older brother would have made the younger brother fly first. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Okay, here's one of the show's favorite historic characters. He was a founding father, a diplomat, and a polymath. He invented bifocal glasses to help with aging eyes. I often could use that. That'd be good. Except with computers, you can't really use bifocal. You should look it up. His creations also included the lightning rod and the stove. Oh, they flipped a coin. I didn't know that part of the story. This is one of America's most inventive minds. I think everybody knows this one. This gentleman was born all the way back in 1706. It's about all the Benjamins. It is. You know, almost everything is about the Benjamins. All the political stuff going on, anything you see, it's, you know, it's always about the Benjamins. Benjamin Franklin, of course, invented the Franklin stone. Franklin never patented his inventions, believing knowledge should benefit all humanity. Ben Franklin was open source, which is what we need with all this AI crap. Quote me first. We need open source. His early work focused on helping the deaf communicate. He tinkered with sound waves and electrical signals. In 1876, he spoke the first words ever transmitted over the new device. He is credited with inventing the telephone. Everybody knows this one, I think. He considered his telephone a distraction and refused to have one in his study. He was a smart man. A smart man. He considered his invention a distraction and refused to have it in his study. Yeah, Alexander Graham Bell, born in 1847 and passed in 1922. You are correct. Do you remember what he said? What were his first words over the telephone? Anybody remember? Nobody quite quotes it correctly, but I'm going to give you the exact quote. Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you. Did I do that well? Okay. Sounded pretty good. Okay, number 11. Number 11. A Brit. All our Brits have left. Almost. All right. The British scientist worked at CERN in the 1980s. He proposed a system for linking documents across networks. Yeah, you knew it. Very good. He built the first web browser and server. In 1989, his idea became... I'm going to let you guess what his idea became and who it is. He is the inventor of the modern internet's backbone. He insisted the web be royalty-free, ensuring it spread globally instead of being locked away. Open source. There you go. You remember who this is? He was born in 1955. He's still alive today. Yeah. Yes. No, it's not Al Gore. Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web. World Wide Web. Tim Berners-Lee. So I guess he didn't really invent quite the internet, but he invented the way to organize the internet. How's that? Something like that. Okay, top 10. Top 10 inventors. Here we go. This guy's big, a legend in his day, a legend still today. He was a German inventor and he transformed communication. Before him, books were copied by hand. He introduced movable metal type in Europe. His press made the Bible one of the first mass-produced books. This is the guy who invented something. His press is often considered the single most important invention of the last millennium. I don't know. I think there's been more since then. But this was a big deal. Big deal. I mean, it went, this changed things. For sure. It, of course, is the printing press. And this is, Mr. Johannes Gutenberg. Johannes Gutenberg, born in 1400. That's in 1468. Gutenberg. There he is, working away. I'm not sure that's the way he did it. That looks more like a t-shirt printing, but that's okay. Robots know t-shirt printing better than typesetting the whole printing. Okay, number 9. This gentleman held more than 1,000 patents. So this is kind of opposite. This is not the open source guy. His first major invention was the phonograph. He helped bring motion pictures to life. He's most famously linked to the practical electric light bulb. The Wizard of Menlo Park. I think we know. Edison once electrocuted an elephant to discredit Tesla's alternating current. What? I didn't know that bit of trivia. Edison once electrocuted an elephant to discredit Tesla's alternating current, an infamously dark PR stunt. Thomas Edison is correct. Electrocuted an elephant. There you go. I had never heard that. Learn something every day on Dave's Curiosity Corner. Number 8. One of my favorite inventors. This Renaissance polymath was also a painter, a sculptor, and an anatomist, which I guess was an early doctor. His notebooks overflowed with sketches of flying machines and tanks and body parts. Many of his designs were centuries ahead of their time. He combined art and engineering in ways unmatched in history. He is the visionary inventor and artist. His aerial screw sketch looks eerily like a modern helicopter. That's what they say. They say he drew an early helicopter. Yeah. Da Vinci, Leonardo da Vinci, 1452 to 1519. Invented the helicopter. No, I guess that wasn't it. Lots of stuff. Good painter. Number 7. One of our favorites on the show. This gentleman refined the telescope, improving it for astronomical use. He is the one who discovered the moons orbiting Jupiter. He supported the idea that the Earth revolves around the sun. The Catholic Church put him on trial for heresy. And I like to say his first name and his last name together, as you know. He is the father of modern astronomy. His nickname was the Wrangler, thanks to his habit of arguing with everyone, even when he was right. Yeah. And Galileo was, of course, his first name, and his last name just rolls off the tongue. Galileo Galilei. Oh, there you go. Very good. Galileo Galilei, 1564 to 1642. There he is. He's looking the wrong way if he's trying to look at the moon, though. Maybe he's looking at Jupiter. Probably looking at Jupiter. Okay, top 6. Top 6 inventors. Then we're done. Here we go. Number 6. She was born in Poland, and she moved to Paris for her studies. She discovered the elements of polonium and radium. And she is the one who coined the term radioactivity. And she was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. And she remains the only person to win Nobel Prizes in 2 different sciences. Yeah. You remember her first name, Doc? I've heard people refer to her as Madame Curie. Is that correct, or no? Is that Madame Tussauds? Wax Museum, I'm thinking of. Marie Marie Curie. Marie Curie. Curie kept a sample of radium in her desk drawer, unaware of its dangers. Yeah, so she had it, right underneath her desk there, right underneath her desk. Got to her in the end. Her notebooks are still radioactive today. Did you know that? The top five. Let's go back in time. Let's go back to 250 BC. 250 BC. He was an ancient Greek mathematician and an inventor. He discovered principles of buoyancy while he was taking a bath. Body kept floating up to the top. Something kept creeping above the water. He created clever war machines to defend Syracuse. Well, I am pretty sure it's not Stephanie. This gentleman's screw pump design is still used in irrigation today. He's the master of levers, pulleys, and geometry. Legend has it that he shouted "Eureka!" while running naked through the streets after discovering displacement. Well, so, like I said, he was in the bathtub, he was floating up and down, he kind of noticed something was floating up out of the water. He jumped out, ran naked through the streets because he was so happy. Archimedes. There you go. Ran naked through the streets. All right, number 4. 4 more. Now, this gentleman was a Scottish physicist with a passion for equations. He unified electricity, magnetism, and light into one theory way back in the day. His work laid the foundation for Einstein's relativity, so well before Einstein. He also created the first true color photograph. Whoa. Uh-oh. Got the cops called on you. What? He also created let's see. He's the father of electromagnetic theory. Einstein kept his portrait on his study wall, calling him one of the greatest minds in science. So this is the guy that Einstein looked up to. He was born in 1831 and died in 1879. He was Scottish. He had a passion for equations. This is Mr. James Clerk Maxwell. James Maxwell. Maxwell's theory. Maxwell's constant. Maxwell's whatever. Yeah. Anyway, Einstein looked up to him. So there's that. Okay, top 3. Top 3. Here we go. 3 more. Then we're done. Now, this gentleman sailed on the HMS Beagle. I had a beagle when I was a kid. I had a beagle dog. That was my dog when I was growing up. As a young naturalist, his observations of finches inspired big ideas. He spent over 20 years refining his theory. So it took 20 years to really get it nailed down. In 1859, he published something called On the Origin of Species. Origin of Species. Yeah. This is Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin was born in 1809, and he did pass away at a ripe old age in 1882. Darwin delayed publishing for decades, fearing public backlash, only to be forced by Alfred Russel Wallace's similar ideas. So, Darwin was sitting on his theories for a long time, and he almost got beat to the publishing. Interesting bit of trivia there. There you go. Charles Darwin. Let's do top two. Top two. Here we go. Now this is way back in the day, 1642 to 1727. He was born the year that Galileo died. So way back in the day. That's an interesting, I didn't realize it was that long ago. This is the guy that an apple falling from a tree inspired his thinking about gravity. He developed the 3 laws of motion. And his book, Principia, is one of science's greatest works. Science's greatest work. Back in the day. Back in the right around 1700. Right around, yeah, you know, very good, Doctor. You've got these top inventors. I guess this guy invented stuff. I don't remember. Well, I guess he invented formulas, right? So he's the father of classical physics. He invented physics. How can I say he's not an inventor? Sir Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton once stuck a needle in his own eye socket to study how vision works. An experiment as bold as it was disturbing. We are getting some disturbing little bits of info there at the end by the robot. Thank you for that. Stuck a needle in his own eye. Well, that means we've only got one inventor left. So we know who that is. As a young man, he worked at a patent office. In 1905, he published 4 groundbreaking papers in one single year. His famous equation connects energy and mass. His theories of relativity reshaped physics forever. Forever! Yes, of course. They'd recognize that old face anywhere. One of our favorites on Dave's Curiosity Corner, this is indeed Mr. Albert Einstein. Yeah, release the Einstein files. I bet those would be more consequential because there probably are a lot of Einstein files. Despite his genius, Einstein once failed a university entrance exam, proving even geniuses can stumble. Well, if you would have had ChatGPT, you would have been fine. All right, we did it. We did it. Albert Einstein. Number 1 with a bullet. There he is. All righty. So, next Sunday. Oh, you can't see it. I gotta remove. We may do Wednesday. We'll see. Probably not this Wednesday. But next Wednesday we'll be back.